What was the photograph of, Mr. Depp?
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there.
Developing story. Authorities in Buffalo, New York say an 18-year-old motivated by hate killed 10 people and wounded 3 others in a mass shooting he live streamed on social media. It happened at a supermarket today. The suspect has been identified as Peyton Gendron. This is video from his arraignment earlier this evening. Police say he was wearing body armor and military-style clothing when he pulled up to Tops Friendly Market and opened fire, first in the parking lot and then inside of the store. He reportedly had the N-word written or etched on one of his weapons.
Right. I went to see Doctor Strange. Not bragging. And
who's that?
It's a superhero movie.
Oh.
So
Here we go.
And there were so many incels in that audience, right? You know what an incel is?
No.
Involuntarily celibate, right? People who aren't getting laid, they can't get laid, nobody wants to fuck them.
They shoot up theaters.
They shoot up theaters. But Marvel movies make them happy. And they're watching the movie and they're cheering and they're smiling, their big mongoloid smiles.
In Queens?
No, in the city.
He went.
And they're happy.
And nobody knows what.
And
nobody knows.
And they're in their 40s, in their 30s, in their 50s. Who gives a shit? But in the meantime, it's an opiate. It's keeping them calm and it's keeping them from fucking getting
For
their hands on
one
a
day,
gun
for
and
2
shooting
hours,
up.
for 2
But still,
hours.
it makes them think like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't kill people because there's a new Marvel movie coming out in a month, and they won't let me watch that in prison. So I should kind of like not murder and kind of keep calm.
But also I'm saying,
I could enjoy something because I'm not getting laid.
Well, I'm glad you got into the mind of the potential.
It's not that hard to get into the mind of an incel.
I mean.
I'm saying my wife was young enough when we met that she could still have kids. So then we had kids, and
that fixed everything.
Acting.
No, I'm just saying it's
Tim would get on my case about
it's more natural, real life. Because when you get older, you get a little insane. It's a fact. Like if you don't have kids, you start to get a little insane as you get older because you have not, like you said, you're gonna need something to focus on more than a fucking Marvel movie. You're gonna be
more
like,
than a Marvel
so when
movie.
you have kids, you have to focus on your kids, and then you don't get so obsessed. You're like, holy shit, I'm fucking getting old.
You act like having kids makes you Moses coming back down from the mountain. Like it gives you all of a sudden you become.
I'm telling you, these are facts. These are facts.
More
you ask
wise
anybody.
It's not everybody's like that.
If you're focused on your own mortality, that's bad. That's why you have kids and interests, so you get distracted.
I don't think I would be cut out to be a mom.
Your kids don't remind you of your mortality.
You'll change your mind when you get older.
First of all,
you're not dating
You'll change your mind.
Losers.
Every woman I know said this, and she's changed her mind.
They all change their mind when they get older. The clock starts ticking.
Okay. I promise you, if you guys are still alive, by the way, then when I change my mind,
I'll do it to taunt you. I'll stay alive.
He'll have skin cancer.
Guarantee by the time you're 40, you have a kid. Guaranteed.
Ew. I don't want to be a 40-year-old mom with like a fucking like an old egg kid that's like an idiot.
Like autistic kid?
My mom had me at 37, so I was an old egg. So maybe that's why I'm so fucked up. Right? Maybe that's why I don't have kids.
But you can't. But even you dating like a 47-year-old guy, you're like avoiding reality with that because you could be like,
I'm just having fun.
Even if he wanted to get married, you'd be like, you're too old. I can't marry someone that old.
I'm just having fun. Who said I wanted to
That's
get married?
what Alan's saying. I'm the one having fun.
You're going to be going to South. You're going to go to South Carolina. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to South Carolina.
Yeah, go meet some dude.
Stop right there.
Some country club dude.
He'll say his condom slipped off. And,
I have an
he'll
IUD, and
knock
I
you up.
can't wait to replace it.
It will get
It lasts
IUDs
10
will be
years.
illegal.
If you get pregnant in South Carolina,
in South
you gotta stay
Carolina,
pregnant.
you're gonna have to stay pregnant, or you'll go to jail
go
for
to
murder.
jail.
And you'll have the
And
baby,
your
and you're
parents
like,
will
all
go to
right,
jail.
whatever, let's get married. That's
Your
what
parents
that's
take
how
you
it's
out
gonna
of
go
South
down.
Carolina to get an abortion. They'll go to jail too.
And then
It's
the
so funny
stupid
that you,
shit that
Alan,
Kevin
known me
said
for
to you
years.
is gonna be like just like the seed that you plant in your head. It's
he's
gonna
gonna haunt me.
sprout, and you're gonna be like, well, you know what? I remember what Kevin said on a podcast years ago. Maybe I should have a kid so I don't turn out like Alan
I'm going to
Fuchs.
go to your grave and ask you for advice. Should I have a
can't
child?
listen.
Please,
No,
Kevin,
you
tell
should.
me, speak to me. Listen, and Alan, I didn't think you thought so little of me
I don't.
after
I
all
think
these
very
years.
highly of
Here's
you. I
another
actually think
thing.
very
Here's
highly
another
of you.
thing. I know a lot of women. I shouldn't even say this. I know a lot of women who don't have kids and they get sick. That's nature.
Sick.
Yeah, like cancer. They get like fucking sick.
At
because-
least I will have lived a fun fucking
No,
life.
they don't. No, they don't. They get it. Basically, it's God's way of saying like you didn't use your body, so we don't need you anymore.
You don't truly believe that.
No, I've seen enough of it where I'm like, I think there's something to it. Where like, if you don't get pregnant and all of a sudden you can't have kids anymore.
Can I have an example?
Nature's like, we don't. You didn't use your body properly. We don't need you. Goodbye.
That is insane.
Okay,
And-
look it up. Look
Okay,
it
are
up.
you gonna
This is
look
like
it
a
up?
QAnon OBGYN
I know, what are
appointment.
you talking about? She didn't use her body, and that's why she got the cancer.
And
That's
I'm
'cause
talking
women were put on this earth to
anecdotally.
repopulate us.
They
and that's all.
are.
That's all.
Anecdotally, I've seen it too many times.
This is what Alito wrote in his opinion that got leaked.
I don't know what.
He's quoting directly from the thing.
Kevin, you miserable, miserable man.
I'm saying. So like,
Have you ever had an abortion?
use your body.
No.
I'm
Use your
smart.
body to have at least 1 or 2 kids. Because if you don't, it's just like.
What if I just like? What's wrong with using it to make money? OnlyFans. How about that? And live a happy
do
life,
pregnant
no
porn.
kids,
You could do
or
preggo
if you
porn.
be like a porn
do
stars live a perfectly happy life. Not that I'm saying
make
I'd
porn.
be a
They
porn
all
star.
they do is kill themselves.
Oh my-
Porn stars always kill themselves because.
Not that I would do porn, but I don't knock people that do.
OnlyFans is a stepping stone.
It's not a stepping stone,
To
Kevin.
porn, absolutely it is.
You guys act like I have like no free will whatsoever. Like it's just.
I'm telling you, that's what people do. What's the next step up from OnlyFans? Doing it with a guy for money.
Oh my God, you sound like my
Am I crazy,
boyfriend's
Alan?
friends. No, you
It
guys are
is.
old.
It's a gateway.
You're old. This is a ridiculous thing to think these days.
No, it's not. I'm
I love
on.
them both.
Start doing
I,
porn.
I have some OnlyFans that I subscribe to, and yeah, like a lot. Eventually, they're like, I want to make more money,
Yeah.
so they
I
start
know.
like
Start a
adding
strip.
stuff.
I have a full-time
You know?
job too. I don't need to do that, and I wouldn't. But I don't
No,
knock
I'm
people
saying,
that do.
I'm saying, no one starts in porn. They start
They
as
ease into it.
strippers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's how they do
I
it.
would, if I were like less awkward, like could like dance better. I would be a stripper. That seems like a fun job.
When we were at,
No, it's a terrible job.
You make a
it's-
fucking
Guys,
No,
guys just touch you all day, so you got to do coke so you don't so you pretend like you're into
throw
it.
up.
some of the better
I
clubs,
couldn't
they
do
don't.
it. I couldn't do it, but I don't knock people that do.
No, remember
I don't knock them either. I tip them.